Samaritans, Jews, and other local groups. But with the Roman occupation, Israel became a hotbed of political unrest, rebellion, and oppression, making it an unstable place to live, especially for anyone following a leader like Jesus who attracted so much attention and controversy. Given the name Judas, perhaps his parents had waited a long time to have a child, or perhaps the circumstances surrounding Judas' birth were particularly traumatic, or perhaps his parents were simply grateful to God for their son. Either way, whenever someone said the name Judas, they praised God. What is remarkable about this apostle's name and what causes controversy is the nickname Iscariot. It has been suggested that Iscariot in Hebrew means Ish Kerioth, meaning a man from Kerioth, a place in southern Judah, also known as Judea, a place quite distinct from Galilee, the birthplace of the other 11 apostles. It has also been suggested that the nickname has a pejorative connotation, derived from the Latin Sicarius, meaning murderer or assassin, implying that this Judas was descended from the radical Jewish terrorist group Sicari. Whatever the interpretation of his name, it suggests that he was an outlier, an outsider, distinct from the other 11 apostles. Number 2, he was not inherently evil or irredeemable. Judas' evil nature was not inborn. It may sound impossible, but what if I tell you several convincing theories assume because Jesus chose him to be his disciple? Judas accompanied Jesus, witnessed his teachings. Pontius Pilate, Caiaphas, Herod Antipas, Judah Iscariot, chief priests and elders, scribes and Pharisees. These names share the same ideology, which was responsible for plotting the death of Jesus Christ, and this is how they died terribly for killing the Son of God. 2,000 years ago, a case shook humanity. It was the case that led to the execution of Jesus on the cross. With a faith-filled perspective, we Christians believe that Jesus willingly accepted this death as the ultimate solution to atone for the sins of humanity, including the murder committed by those who stained their hands with his innocent blood. However, those directly involved in Jesus' unjust death were not without responsibility for their actions. What did they think, say, and do? How did they conspire together to forge such a fabricated verdict against Jesus? History records it all clearly. But have you ever wondered how these evil people die for the daring crimes which they had committed? Follow us to discover their terrible, tragic death for murdering our beloved Lord. My dear friends, you are encouraged to watch this video until the end, for we will clarify the information and unmask the truth behind his crucifixion. We're here to help you connect with the Holy Spirit and fulfill your journey on the pathway to heaven. Support our mission by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this video with your friends. By doing so, you are helping us spread the gospel of love and support the Christian community. The first one who sentenced Jesus to death launched Scud missiles at Israel in an attempt to draw them into the conflict to seize Kuwait. This drive was supposed to have a serious impact on the state of Israel, the sacred land protected by God, but fortunately this effort failed completely. Then a coalition of nations, led by the United States, intervened to liberate Kuwait. Iraq was completely defeated, but the tyrant Saddam remained in power and continued to act in defiance of God and violate human rights. The Prime Minister's cruel treatment of people went against God's commandment, and as a result, he received a harsh sentence: death. In 2003, the United States invaded Iraq, aiming to overthrow Saddam's regime. After months of fighting, the U.S. military captured him near his hometown of Tikrit on December 13, 2003. His capture marked the end of his brutal reign. Saddam Hussein was put on trial